Hey everyone, get ready, Canada, for another influx of illegal immigrants and asylum seekers that'll be pouring across our border. Now, they might not do it right now because it's a little chilly out there, although it is starting to warm up in the last couple of days, so you never know. But there's another whole cohort of illegals that Trump is now saying, hey, listen, you've been here for years, some of them up to 17 years, right? You've been here and you haven't tried, even attempted to be a legal citizen in the U.S. And if you haven't done so already, well, listen, you need to get the fuck out of our country because, we're trying to put the kibosh, put the brakes on all this rampant growth of the state and this forced wealth or income redistribution model where you take from the productive people to give to the parasites or to give to people that haven't even been part of your country, of your society, or contributed to any of these social or safety nets that the governments provide. Trump is doing his best to reduce the load imposed on the American people. Whereas the Canadian government, they're constantly trying to ramp up and increase our load. Headline, CBC World, Salvadoran asylum seekers could test Canada's immigration system. With their temporary protected status under threat in the U.S., Salvadorans may see Canada as an option. The federal government's contingency plans for a new surge of asylum seekers at the border this winter could be put to the test with the pending U.S. decision on the fate of as many as 200,000 Salvadorans. The Trump administration is on the cusp of announcing whether it will renew the temporary protected status that allowed Salvadorans to live in the United States without fear of deportation since 2001. So, 17 years. I mean, if you haven't done what is necessary at this point after 17 years to make yourself legal in that country or have some kind of legal status, I mean, come the fuck on. 17 years should be plenty enough time. Their status expires in March, and with the U.S. ending what's known as the TPS program for thousands of nationals from other countries in recent months, it's likely Salvadorans are next. The U.S. has argued the temporary nature of the program has been abused and the conditions, like natural disasters or conflict, that had made it unsafe for people to return to certain countries have changed. But that's left thousands of people facing deportation to countries they haven't lived in for years. But it's their country of origin. It doesn't matter how... They probably have family there, right? Anyways... When asked what he'd do if he lost his TPS status, Salvadoran Carlos Reyes, 40, who lived in Long Island, New York, told Newsday that Canada was an option. One thing I know is I'm going to lose my job, and if I don't have a job, what can I do? I don't want to go to El Salvador, but I won't be able to stay here, he told the American newspaper this week. There's Canada, but I don't know anything about Canada. My life and everything is here. So I'll post a link to this article in the description below. I don't care about people's personal experience or circumstances as far as this stuff goes because that's what the media does. Oh, they try to use the emotional bullshit. You know what? No human being can have care and compassion for the other 6.999 because we're not all Borgs, we're not all robots. Some people are good, some people are bad, right? I can't be forced to take care of everyone. Neither can the rest of Canada or the U.S. or any of these other Western developed countries. But I mean, the sheer fact that Trump's even now giving them, up to 2019. So they're given all kinds of time. By the end of all this bullshit, it'll be close to 19 years. So you've been given ample time and opportunity to get your shit sorted out. If you haven't done so in that allotted time frame, what the hell is the hope for you going forward? And what the hell could Canada benefit from bringing people that seemingly haven't even got their shit sorted out and straightened out over a 17-year time frame? Is Canada going to benefit from this mass influx? Oh, I fucking highly doubt so. Well, the governments and some crony corporations, some people that want to pay or force Canadians down to that lowest common denominator, they might benefit. But the overwhelming majority of people in this country, it's going to be a net negative and a detriment for our society going forward. It's the Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.